Welcome to the League of Legends Champion Spotlight, featuring Shyvana, the Half-Dragon.
Is that her title still? I don't know, I didn't get that information. Shyvana's VGU is finally here, and I get the very special opportunity to provide you all a very first look at what Riot has done to everyone's favorite disheveled bat thing to bring her into the modern era. Build, role, class, and yes, all of her abilities. So I won't stall any longer, let's just get right into it. Shyvana's passive, Fury of the Dragonborn, has become Scale Mail, no longer dealing bonus damage to dragons in favor of its old resistant stacking passive now being obtainable through all manner of large monsters, large minions, and champions. Importantly though, Scale Mail is not nearly as core to her damage output as the other stacking dragons, but it does affect more of her kit beyond the increase to her armor and magic resist of old. What effects those are, you'll see pretty shortly. Her Q, Twin Bite, is now Ember Strike, slashing her target once with her claws and being able to recast it to strike a second time with her tail, while both hits apply an AoE effect like her old Dragon Form Q did. So while it isn't 2 auto attacks in one anymore, it does serve as a double auto reset. I'm not a math guy, but I think this should let her get more out of on-hit builds, and the built-in AoE should make wave and jungle clearing that much healthier, mainly important to know because of the changes to her W. Inferno Aegis still grants her movement speed, much like before, but traded in that persistent fire aura for a delayed detonation and a shield that scales with her Scale Mail stacks. It seems to function more as a proper initiation or survivability tool now, giving her more durable means of running away or running down her opponents. Plus, because it has only a single instance of damage now, her Q and W could theoretically be timed together for a meaty burst combo. Speaking of, Molten Burst is her new Flame Breath. It's still the same fiery skillshot as before, but now explodes upon contact with the first large target hit, kind of like a smaller version of her old Dragon Form Fireball, with the additional benefit that it slows now. With the movement speed retained in her W, she should be far more effective at chasing all those weak little enemies down. That, or you could just use her ult, Dragon's Descent, which functions mostly how you remember it, and not just because it's the only ability that actually retained the original name. Shyvana still builds up a Fury meter through attacks and abilities, which at full bar allows her to enter the Dragon form. But now, said entrance grants her bonus health based on her Scale Mail stacks, fears enemies instead of knocking them back, her character model and abilities grow in size depending on the ultimate rank, and of course, said abilities become enhanced. Her Q now has a third cast, no longer with that AoE effect, but deals a massive extra chunk of damage. Her W now heals her if the detonation hits an enemy champion or monster, kinda like Mundo does. And lastly, her E still explodes upon contact with a large enemy, but will now continue to pass through them while also leaving a damaging trail of fire in its wake. The end result is a Dragon form that aims to be a proper upgrade of the base kit, while making sure she doesn't feel useless without it or change it too much from what it was before. What is changing though is her role, in a manner of speaking. Fret not though, all you revolting AP Shyvana enjoyers out there. While I don't have the exact specifics on ratios or numbers, I have been assured that Artillery Mage Shyvana will still be an optional build path, just not the most optimal one anymore. Riot compared her most to champions like Hecarim, Setri, and her boyfriend? Your usual slightly more mobile jungle and top lane bruisers. Not only because it felt the most thematically appropriate for her character, but with the new methods of stacking besides the dragon, timed AoE effects and shields making for better wave clear or quick trades, and the more reliable lockdown tools of her E and ult giving her better chase and setup potential, it's pretty apparent that Riot is trying to bring Shyvana back into the top lane, which to be fair was one of the lanes she was originally designed to be played in until the jungle fully consumed her. As for everything else, theme songs, skins, I'll be learning all that stuff at the same time as you guys. I guess besides this single image of Dark Flame's human form I was provided. Although it does appear to be heavily inspired by Wild Rift's iteration of the skin, so here's hoping Ice Drake follows suit and that Bone Claw Shyvana actually looks like a proper Monster Hunter skin this time. Riot, please, I need this! That's all from me. What do you fellas think of Shyvana's VGU? Do you think they changed too much or too little? What about the design changes? I didn't even mention that in this video because, for one, we've seen it for nearly 2 months now, but also because, while I certainly have my critiques, it's gotten a bit exhausting seeing people stare you dead in the eye and say, oh yeah, that version's better.